Hello everyone, welcome to the show. My name is Sora Richter. I'm the director and playwright of this show. And I just had a couple of messages before we start the show. Firstly, this show is inspired by the Welsh Mabinogion, a series of 4 interconnected books that were published in the 12th and 13th century from earlier oral tradition. If you would like to learn more about them, I have detailed some information in the playbills. Secondly, if you need them in case of an emergency, the exits are there and there. Thirdly, there is a minor content warning for the second act. In the second act, someone attempts to sexually assault someone else, but fails miserably. Finally, there will be no photos or videos with the exception of the licensed, pro shot. But yeah, please put your phones away now and enjoy the show, or as they would say in Welsh, mwynhewch sioe.
I, Pryderi Fab Powell, shall endeavor to do my best for this kingdom. I will rule fairly like my father would have wished, and I hope you all may accept me as your leader with open arms, as I hope to do my best to meet your expectations. All of you.
You gave a good speech, Your Majesty.
Thank you. That was very kind.
Of course. I'm sorry to hear about your father. From what I've heard, he was a good man.
He was. He was a great man. A great king and an even better father.
I had heard he was. A great king. That is. Strong, wise, capable. Did he not become a prince of the other world?
Where did you become so knowledgeable in geopolitics?
I have my reasons. It isn't hard to learn when one looks for information.
You know, I tend to like that kind of wisdom.
You do. I'm not nearly the wisest person I know. Gwynedd, for example, is much more conniving.
Shush. I have no time for such games, okay? Just shut up and take the compliment.
I barely know you, sir.
You know, that might actually be the first time I've been pushed back on a topic, actually challenged, not merely compensated for.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, honestly, look at me, I'm the king. I'm the son of the marriage of the great hero Powell and the woman of the underworld Rhiannon. I was born for greatness, and by all accounts I've already achieved it. I mean, I'm an esteemed warrior. I've won several tournaments already. I'm cultured. I've read up on all the great scholars of our time. I'm a damn good storyteller, and hell, I've just gained a lot of power, right? Thanks to my father, of course. I think I deserve to be pushed back on a bit. I don't want to just be Pryderi the king or Pryderi the warrior. I want to overcome actual hardships. I don't believe there's anyone in this world that could actually provide me that challenge, though. Don't laugh. I'm the king of the largest kingdom in all of Wales now.
Hold on. The largest kingdom in all of Wales. I think that honor would go to Gwynedd, not to Ved.
Gwynedd? Well, maybe in size, but surely not niceness or reputation, right? Oh, hell, I guess both kingdoms are powerful, right? Maybe the closest I'll ever get to an actual challenge is that king of Gwynedd. Maybe I'll meet him someday now that I'm king. Who knows?
Likely you will. Might even be here at this very ceremony.
Suppose you could be out in the main hall or something. Doesn't matter. I'd rather stand here and chat with you.
You would. That's a strange thing to say, sir.
Why is it strange? I happen to be enjoying our little chat here. You know, you're the first one that's ever almost provided a challenge to me. I like being challenged. You dare to match that with a different type of challenge? Oh, what's wrong?
I never introduced myself. Mathonwy, king of Gwynedd. Gotta run.
I suppose that is a challenge. Guess I got what I wished for, huh? December the 22nd, 728 AUC in the Roman system. Mathonwy, king of Gwynedd. I'm writing to let you know that I had a wonderful time speaking to you at the coronation the other day. I apologize if some of the things I said were a step too far, and I do hope to see you again soon.
December 30th. Pryderi Powell, king of Dyfed. Thank you for your correspondence. I have to be honest, I do wish I hadn't run away from your challenge, as it were. Perhaps we can arrange a visit soon. Purely for state purposes, of course.
January the 4th, 728 AUC. Oh, of course, for the nations we control, yes. We're going to have settlements now that I'm the king of the south, right? However, if some of the things that we were getting up to at the coronation were to occur, I wouldn't protest.
February 15th, 728. Thank you for having me at your palace. That was a pleasant visit, and quite worth the long trip.
February the 19th. Of course, I was glad to have you here, and to have you in general.
March 20th, 728. That last visit was amazing, Pryderi. I thank you again, and let's visit soon. Perhaps you could come to Gwynedd. I'd be more than happy to host you.
April the 13th, 728. Thanks for the invite to Gwynedd. I had a wonderful time. You're a great host and a brilliance. Well, perhaps I shan't say in case our messages get intercepted.
July 16th, 728. I feel comfortable saying you're my prime confidant. I don't know if that's good for us as supposedly rival kings, but I cannot restrain myself.
October 27th, 728. If it were at all possible, I'd like to ask you to come move to Dyfed, my Snowdon Lily. I know it's not possible, but it's merely wishful thinking.
December 18th, 728. 1 year since we met. It feels simultaneously longer and shorter. I wish I could...
February 5th, 729. Oh, thank you for that last visit. I had a great time, and I find myself wishing I could.
May 10th, 729. It's been busy, but I'm glad I came to visit again. I miss you already, and hope I may hold you again soon.
I wrote you a poem, Goewin. You'll like it. I think this one will get you off King Matt's arm.
Don't read it. Please.
Do you wish to run away with I? Perhaps together we could abscond away. I look into your sparkling eyes and my own thoughts begin to stray. I place my hand upon your supple...
That's enough, Gilvaethwy.
Cousin,
I said that's enough. Come, Goewin, let's you and I go somewhere away from these.
Let's.
Her? I see. I see the way you look at her. It's obvious you desire her.
I do, yes.
And you're certain it's her that you want?
Yes, Gwydion, absolutely certain.
I only ask because it will set into motion events that cannot be undone. You need to have your heart set. My plans do not come lightly, brother.
What events we're going to set in motion? Do you already have a plan?
Of course I do. The beginnings of one at least. We will target where we're hurt most. To get Math away from him. Pryderi. I see how often the two visit each other. If we can get them to hate each other, everything falls to ruin.
I apologize for them, Goewin.
I don't know why you keep them around. They're nothing but trouble.
I agree, but they're cousins. I must keep them housed.
Yes, but here. Must you house them here?
I suppose not.
Then don't, man.
I know. There really is so little I can do. You're my concubine. If I kicked them out because you said so, I'd be...
Well, find something you can do about it. I would like to feel safe in my own home.
Right. Yes, I can imagine that would be nice.
You're a smart man. If you can't kick them out, trick them into leaving, please.
I'd like to. Trust me, I would. But if I do that, all holds are barred. Gwydion is tricky. She would jump at any opportunity to pull one over on me.
So you know they're dangerous, yet you keep them around?
I've told you, I can't... Go in.
It's like you don't even care about me at all. Sometimes I feel like your body is here, but your mind is to the south.
What could you mean by that?
I mean, your paramour.
Pryderi is not my...
Ah, clearly I was mistaken then. Just good friends. Hence why you visit him nearly every month.
Those visits are purely for state purposes.
Please, Nan, tell me. I know.
Then why don't I go visit that good friend now,
Math, you don't know what you're doing. If you'd only ask, you'd know I'd be with you. You're my king, and more than that, my friend. I don't know what you think you're doing, but it's not the right way to go about things. Keeping things secret from me? That's not gonna work for you. What is love to you? Something not worth pride, not worth speaking to the heavens what your heart feels? I know what it is to me. Something soft, quiet. Something worth protecting, but worth exalting. Maybe that's what it is to you, but in that case, exalt it to me. If you truly love another, if you truly love this Pryderi, tell me. I want to know.
Pryderi, it's so good to see you.
Oh, man. Oh, it is my Snowdon Lily. How have you been?
I missed you so much. Things have been difficult. Suffice to say, Caerdahil is torn between two factions, and I'm stuck between both of them.
Ooh, that is a situation.
It is. But one of them easily more legitimate than the other. The other one's tricky to get rid of, but can't deal with a revolt using only armies. Same for disputes. I think it's fascinating how one can diffuse a situation without using conflict. I'm less good at it than I'd like. Bane of a warrior, I suppose. Can only be good at one.
You know, that might actually be the first time I've heard you talk so much.
It might be an interest of mine.
I find your silence comforting. I mean, it's finally nice to hear myself think after all these council meetings I've been at lately. And God, some of them talk more than you think would be humanly possible. Oh. However, I do find your voice pleasant to listen to.
Really? Well, I'm glad I provide you comfort. And that my voice is so enthralling. I forgot to ask, how have you been?
Oh, no, just catching up on my studies when I'm out at council meetings.
Interesting. Well, any particular area of study? Which one's your favorite?
Favorites? Well, historical strategies is probably the most interesting. I mean, I can almost imagine myself in some of those battles. I mean, Kanai, Gagamila Magia, oh, hell, even Troy. They're all fascinating.
Which area of study is your least favorite?
Least favorites? You know, I've never been one for arithmetic. However, there is this one math that I like.
Should have seen that coming.
You should have. You practically set me up for it. Oh. Do you want to hear a story?
I do. You tell good stories.
Fine. This is a really good one, okay? This is the story of how my parents met. I know. You know, my father, he was the king of Deved before me. And right here in this very palace in our birth, he sat upon his throne and looked out his window. Out of that window, he saw a hill. And his entourage, they told him that at the top of this hill would either lie grievous injury, or they would see a wonder. My father, being my father, immediately got upon his horse and traveled to the top of this hill. When he reached the peak, he witnessed this beautiful woman riding a pure white horse dressed in shining gold. My father, absolutely entranced by her beauty, immediately took on after her. Now, he was faster and she was faster. No matter how quickly my father rode, he couldn't catch up.
She must be going somewhere important. How do I get her to stop?
You know, my father, he rode after her for a day to no avail. So he devised a plan to get her to stop.
Oh, maiden, for the one you most love, halt for me!
And she stopped.
I'll do so gladly. You should have asked me that hours ago.
Why do you ride so fast?
I'm riding to find a Powell Penanoon. Do you know him?
I am he. What could someone so gorgeous want to do with me?
It's wonderful to meet you, Powell. My name is Rhiannon. My father, Haveth and his nobles want me to marry someone I don't want to, by the name of Gwawl of Clued.
Heaven, Prince of the Noon, the other world, correct?
Indeed. I was born there, and my father wants me to stay, but, well, I was told of your nobility by my good friend Aran, and I thought you'd be noble enough to take me in and marry me.
Of course, I would do so gladly.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You said you had spoken to Aran. How is he?
He's well, and he speaks of you often. In fact, if it were not for you, I think it would be him that I marry.
Indeed it would. We know each other from a very long time ago. It would be wonderful to see him again.
Right. Well, that can be arranged, so long as you marry me and keep me safe from my father.
So, my parents were sent to marry.
I see. So it was to escape an arranged marriage.
It was. Of course, that did come to bite them in the ass a few years later.
You've told me that story before, yes?
I have. You know, my advisors have been inquiring about my marital state lately.
What?
Yes, they're concerned that I don't have anything planned yet. I was wondering if...
Sorry, I've got to leave. There's something I forgot to take care of in Gwynedd.
Math.
I'm sorry. Don't worry. I will write to you every day that I can. Yeah, I still appreciate your company dearly.
What am I doing wrong?
What are you doing near my study, Gilvaethwy? I told you never to come here.
Mistress, I came to apologize.
What? You came to apologize?
I've been going about things all wrong, and for that, I'm sorry.
You have. You have gone about things in the worst way you possibly can, but I'm afraid changing up your method won't change my mind.
I thought not. That's why I have a contingency.
What could you mean by that, sir?
I mean, I will have you, no matter what it takes.
Get out of my sight. You disgust me.
Oh, you will see, my love. I will have you in my arms because Gwynedd has a plan. She has a plan to get you to me, away from that dreaded king. He won't even see it coming. You will see, my love. You will see.
Mathonwy, I'm writing to you in regards to your quick departure from my palace the other night. To me, it seemed like you wanted to get out of there as quickly as possible.
King Pryderi Fab Powell, regarding your past letter, I wanted to assure you that I had a wonderful time with you at that visit. Certain topics were brought up, however, that I wasn't comfortable with. Certain topics were brought up, however, and due to personal issues in Gwynedd, I wasn't able to accept your proposition, despite my wishes to.
So, you are betrothed?
No, I am not. I assure you, again, that I am not. Please don't take it as such. I just... Go on, what's wrong?
You need to get your cousin in check.
I was in the middle of something.
And now you are in the middle of something else.
Which cousin was it?
Which do you think? Gilvaethwy, the one who's obsessed with me.
I see. What do you want me to do about him?
Get rid of him.
I've told you, I can't. I'm required by law to take care of my family.
Then I'll leave Caradel. I can find somewhere else to live.
Wait! No, don't leave.
What would you have me do, Matt? Stay here where I don't feel comfortable walking the halls?
I'm sorry. I'll see what I can do.
You had better.
Before you leave, I wanted to tell you a story that my Pryderi told me. I'm not sure how much it'll help, but I wanted to share it with you.
Fine, Matt. I won't stop you.
Thank you. You told me this story a couple visits ago, and it's surprisingly fitting. It's a story of a brilliant, strong woman and her husband who can be a little ignorant at times.
Sounds familiar. Except I don't have a husband.
This is the story of Rhiannon and Gwawl. It starts at the marriage feast between Pryderi's parents, Rhiannon and King Powell. They started to eat at the feast, with fanciful meats and foods, and ales and wines with all the best company, when suddenly into the feast burst a regal young man.
Who are you?
A suitor of the fair Rhiannon. As is tradition, I've come to claim my boon in exchange for giving up the chance to woo her.
Right, of course, whatever you wish.
What?
What? Why would he say that?
It was not his best decision. In any case,
How about I take Rhiannon and this entire feast?
Oh, be silent all you want, pal. That's not going to fix your stupidity.
I didn't know the man, or what he'd ask.
That man is Gwawl, the man my father wanted me to marry.
Oh!
Well, I'll be taking my boon now.
Don't worry, pal. Give me to him, and I'll never truly be his.
so Gwawl gained the hand of Rhiannon through deceitful means, taking advantage of antiquated laws. But Rhiannon had a plan to pass it on to Powell. 1 year later, that plan came to fruition.
What a lovely feast, my dear.
A feast you stole.
Don't be such a sore loser. I think.
At which point, into the banquet hall walked in a regal person clothed in rags.
Oh, what do you want, peasant?
I only want for you to fill this small bag up with meat.
Fine then. I can do that out of my own generosity.
So Gwawl began to pile meat into the bag, at first a small amount, and then gradually more and more, as the bag seemed to be just as empty as it had been to begin with. Eventually, the entirety of the feast was in the bag.
What is this sorcery? How is the bag not full?
Oh, I forgot to mention it needs landed nobility to step inside to make sure it's full.
I see nothing wrong with that. All right.
So Gwawl stepped into the bag and swiftly Powell took the bag up over his body, sealing him in.
I have captured you, Gwawl, for I am Powell Pennanon, King of the Fed, Prince of Iran, and this is what happens when you steal those who I love. Now you will face judgment by my dagger.
Let me go. Let me go. I'll give you anything you want.
Even give me back my fiancée?
She's yours. She's yours. Just let me out of here.
And that is the end of the story Pryderi told me.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
And not per se, but I wanted to say I'll do what I can to make this right. Even if I've messed up till now, and it's going to be hard to overcome these hurdles in my way. I'm going to need your help to do so, though.
It's a start, I suppose. Deliver on it.
How can I fix this? I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. I'm stuck between one of my rocks, holding me steady when I fall, and a burning fire, threatening to destroy the kingdom. But I can't just douse the fire. I can't just kick out the problems. If I do, the gods may very well bite the kingdom. The collective responsibility we have as a family to care for each other is tantamount to our legal code. If I violate the most sacred of the laws, who knows what could happen? But I care for Goewin. I can't make this an unsafe environment for her. Not more than I have already. What can I do? If this stalemate doesn't end soon,
Here, brother, my plan will come to fruition. We'll bring ruin to Math, and in doing so, free Goewin from his oaths.
I'm all for this plan. Explain to me again, why do we target Math and not go for Goewin directly?
Because history favors the victors, and I need someone to be my step to victory. Math is the most convenient stepping stone.
Either stop whispering, tell me what you're saying, or get out of my sight.
My most gracious sire! Gilvaethwy and I were just discussing an incredible opportunity to the south.
Do continue. What do you mean?
Pryderi, king of Dyfed, has come into possession of pigs from the other world.
I see. What do you wish me to do about it?
Well, I've heard, through my methods, that he seeks to give them to his paramour. Do you know who that could be?
No, I don't.
Well, on the off chance it's you, or someone in your most esteemed court, I think it would be most wise to take a visit. Would it not?
I suppose it would.
I concur. We shall depart post haste.
Well done, Math. Got him out of your hair. They can't possibly do any damage on the road.
It worked! It actually worked, Gwynedd!
Of course it did. Math is nothing if not gullible.
What now? How do we get those pigs?
You'll see. I have plans upon plans. There is no scenario with which we lose the spore of wits. The next step, at least, is to concoct a letter from Math to Pryderi. Because I know that they are in love. And I will prey on this and use it to my advantage.
And that makes it easy, right?
Relatively.
Good.
For now, we must make for Tibet. From there, we can spread the ruin of this king and his dreadful blight over our lands, clearing space for certain powerful advisors to take the throne. Do you see?
No.
We create the problem, fix it,
Yep.
and we are the heroes. And you will be king.
Oh.
You will run Gwynedd. Under my advising, of course.
And what of the fair Goewin?
She will be your queen when all is said and done.
Amazing. Thank you, Gwynedd.
Of course. I hope you will repay me in kind when you sit on the throne of Gwynedd.
Of course I will. I owe you my life.
Perfect. You will not regret your decision to stand with me.
I know I won't, and you won't regret placing your trust in me.
I'm sorry, bad Mathonwy. I'm writing to you about the letter I sent you almost a week ago now. It's eating me up, and I just want to let you know that no matter what you say, I'll still love. Oh. Hey, guests. You guys are from Math's court, right?
Indeed. We are. We are his most esteemed cousins and highest confidants. My name is Gwynedd. This is my brother, Gilvaethwy. We were sent to procure those swine from you.
What? Those swine were a gift to my father from his best friend, Iran. He's a king of the other world. I don't know if you heard of him. I'm not giving you those swine.
I thought you would say that. King Math has sent us gifts to pay for those swine.
Here, allow me to tell you two a story that'll explain to you why I can't give you those swine.
My lord, we don't have time.
Gilvaethwy, let's hear him out.
Thank you very much. Gwynedd?
Yes. Think nothing of it.
Gather around, gather around. Let me tell you a story about how my father met Iran and why he is not one to be messed with. So it all started one day when my father was out hunting with his dogs. While he was doing so, he came upon a wounded stag. You see, this stag was wounded by other dogs that were not of this world. They were white-furred and had bright red ears that glistened in the misty forest light.
Hark, dog, upon that stag!
And my father set his dogs upon the stag, driving it away. When the stag was dead, he began to tie it over his horse. While doing so, a mysterious figure appeared from the mists.
You are not worthy of a greeting, so greet you I shall not.
Well, perhaps you are of such stature that I should not greet you at all.
It is not my dignity that prevents me.
My liege, if I have done you ill, I will take strides to redeem your friendship.
How will you do this?
In a manner befitting your dignity, but I must confess, I know not who you are.
In my land I am crowned a monarch.
From which land do you hail from?
Anun, the other world. Iran, a monarch of Anun am I.
Perhaps I was right to vow to you. The other world is a world of delights and eternal youth. Tell me, how must I regain your friendship?
In this way. There is a king of Anun, Havgon, who is a rival to me and my people. If you defeat him, which I believe you will be able to do handily, we may be friends.
Of course, show me how I may.
And so Iran explained to my father that he had a duel set with Havgon coming up, and if he couldn't win. He had to take the place of a monarch of Anun in every way possible.
But what my kingdom?
I shall take your place. That way no one will know that you're gone until you return.
And thus the deal was made. I won't bore you with the rest of the details, but however, just know that to offend Iran is to offend a very powerful person.
Perhaps the gifts I have will change your mind. But for now, I suppose it's time for us to retire for the night. I trust you have bed chambers for your guests?
I do. Guards, can one of you send them to the guest chambers?
I promise you, my lord, we will get those swine.
Is that a threat? Gilvaethwy?
No, of course not.
Gilvaethwy, let's leave. Don't hurt us.
Giving them some privacy. I love you.
Ah, my lord, here is the gift with which King Math has sent for you.
King Math. Pryderi Fab Powell, you held my heart and with it my love. Please send the swine with my wonderful, hilarious, charming cousins. I have war horses posted outside that should provide ample trade. If you truly love me, you'll send the swine. Did Matt really send this?
As truly as my own oaths, my lord.
Okay, then. I'll send the swine. Fine. Here, could you do that with them? Guards, go fetch the swineherds.
The war hosts are posted in the castle town, my lord. You shall find them there.
Wonderful.
Did the forgery work?
Of course it did. Both of the lovers are gullible, easily tricked. Now I must leave before Pryderi and his men find the ruse.
You'll be distraught. Is this worth the ruin it will bring to both kingdoms?
Are you questioning me, Gilvaethwy? Now, at the turning point, when we can finally remove this blight that affects our lands?
No, of course not.
Good. Now I must leave. For caution, all this is for naught.
There was no sign or evidence that they were even there. Why would he? What's this? A letter from Meta. Pryderi Fab Powell, the letter you received yesterday has certainly served its duty. And now I can say to you my true feelings, that my heart belongs to another, and you are merely a toy to play with whenever I wish. Thank you for the swine. I will slaughter them. And with it end your pitiful blight on my life. Without love, Mathonwy. So is this truly found by the illusionary horses? Can't be. I mean, Math's handwriting doesn't even look anything like this. Mathonwy, you don't understand how much you wound me with this past letter. We've been talking for over a year now. Mathonwy, I love you so much, I can't believe you would. Mathonwy, I can't believe you would. Mathonwy, Math. Ah! Guards! Sound the horns! We're going to war.
What took you so long to get back? Did Pryderi give the swine?
He did indeed. Though he wasn't too happy about the fact that you had asked for them.
Excuse me, you were the ones who told me about the swine.
I'm sorry, Lord, but that's not how I remember it. I remember you asking about the swine first.
Gwydion, that's not
Of course it is. In any case, Pryderi calls for his war host against you.
What? No, he can't. Did he say anything?
Only that he regrets your connection.
No. That's not true. That's not true. See, I sent the letter. No! I did send it.
I'm so sorry, my lord. Perhaps if you had been kinder to him, you would not have this situation.
Don't you dare do that, Queen. It is not my fault.
Is it not, my lord? You're the one who didn't send the letter.
Shut up! Shut up! Shit.
Is this your plan, Gwydion?
It is.
I don't like this. Math isn't normally like this. Oh, that means your plan is working. Math is out to war, and Goewin is unprotected. My turn.
This was still good a plan. Everything's in plan.
What are you doing here? I told you never to come here.
I'm getting my due, Goewin. You will be my queen once Math falls! Oh!
You are pathetic. You know that? I heard those war horns outside. You're doing? No, they couldn't be your doing. I bet you were goaded into this by your sister, you coward. You can never act on anything alone, can you? You only act when she tells you to, wretch. I hope whatever storm was coming results in your death. No, actually, I hope it's worse. You'd better count your prayers before they come due. Not that that'll help you get into heaven. I'd call you a worm, but that'd be insult to annelids.
How dare you!
Harry, please.
Please. You dare beg me for what? Forgiveness? For that letter?
Letter? I didn't send the letter. I'm sorry, I meant to. So much happened. Yeah, I thought...
You thought you could pull one over me, huh? You thought you could steal a round swine from me, huh? I can't believe you would use my feelings. I won't be your toy any longer.
Harry, you're not my toy.
Ooh, and now you lie to my face. could you sink so low? I thought you were special, man.
What on earth are you talking about?
The letter you sent with the promise of war horses in trade. Don't you dare pretend you don't know what I'm talking about.
Please, I don't know anything. I did. Oh no.
What? Did you finally realize what you've done in pissing me off?
Pryderi, please. Gwynedd.
Don't you dare blame this on anyone else but yourself!
Pryderi. I can't.
It's too late. You already have math. Stand and fight. I challenge you to a duel.
What? Pryderi, you know there are laws refusing me.
I love you!
I'm sorry.
Ah! Stay back!
You don't have to do this. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Nice Gwynedd. You tricked me. I tried to tell you. I tried to.
It's okay. It's okay, my Snowdon Lily. You know, I really did love you.
Halfgone is dead, my liege.
Thank you, my liege.
My liege, why do you call me this?
Because we are equals now. As I promised, you have earned my friendship, Powell, Prince of Anun.
I thank you, my friend. There is one concern I do wish to bring up with you.
Yes.
I did not sleep with your wife while you were away. It did not feel right.
Thank you kindly. I appreciate the concern.
Yes, of course, yes.
Well, what's the concern, friend? That was a statement.
Only to thank you for your honor and grace, my liege.
Of course. You are a good man, Powell. It has been proven.
Would you perhaps enjoy a tour of the Fed? I could show you all the grandeur and splendor my kingdom has to offer, and then perhaps we could have some dinner alone.
I would appreciate as much. Dinner sounds delightful.
Sorry for your loss, Matt.
I don't know what to do.
Matt. I need your help.
What? I can't do anything right now. Please, don't make me.
Matt. Gilvaethwy tried to assault me.
What?
In my study, he used the distractions of the warhorns to try.
It was school all along, wasn't it?
It was. Fix it.
My king! What happened?
I see
Things didn't go too well for Tibet, did
You be quiet, Gwynedd, and I know what you've done.
you? Do. You snake!
I'm a snake. You're a lower. Consider your words.
Wait. What happened? Gwynedd, you have one opportunity to tell me the truth, and I will know.
I assume Goewin has told you of my brother's actions. They're all true, all on his own accord.
What? Gwynedd!
Wrong answer. I figured it out. You forged a letter for Pryderi, didn't you? You gave it to him, telling him it was for me, and from there he declared war. This is entirely your fault. But you, Gilvaethwy, you are at fault as well. See, you had every opportunity to stop this, to stop yourself. By the power vested in me as the king of Gwynedd, I declare you two no longer part of this kingdom. You two are unbound, familyless, and banished. Be gone before I do you worse.
You know not what you do, Math. I will have my revenge.
Do you really want to test me right now, cousin?
Fine. We will be back. Come, Gilvaethwy.
I don't want to.
What?
I said I don't want to!
I gave you everything!
You gave me nothing!
That's it!
Goewin, you didn't have to.
I did. He was vile. And that was the only way to make sure he didn't try out anyone else.
I suppose. I am so sorry. I didn't see any of this coming. You didn't deserve any of it. If you marry me, make it sure there's legal recourse. And
No. Not in a million years, Math. You're not worth it. You have treated me like nothing while you pursued your other lover, whom you clearly love more. I am done following in his shadow. Have fun with your dead Pryderi. I'm leaving.
I'm sorry, Pryderi. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't notice. I'm sorry I ran away. I wish I hadn't left when you asked me to marry you. I wanted that more than anything. But now I can't. It's mostly my fault. If I had sent that letter, if only I'm sorry, Pryderi. I always loved you. You must be Ulan. Come to take me away. You're not here as the paramour of my Pryderi's father today.
I am not. Today I fulfill a much grimmer purpose. I'm sorry, Math, for the pain that you have suffered. Let me relieve it of